What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday to everyone. Hopefully everyone is staying safe and healthy today. Unfortunately, today is a red flag warning in some areas, and also it's a bad air quality alert day for many people. I mean, millions of people. So I thought we would do a special video on this issue for today. And as you can see here, the headline says, red flag warnings issued in 6 states. See wildfire smoke map of the United States and Canada. Well, we're going to take a look at all of that. First off, let's take a look at the air quality. And when you think of wildfire smoke and bad air quality, a lot of people refer to California, because California for a long time had that issue. Well, it's actually not California today. It's Canada that's the problem this go around. And there's wildfire smoke coming down from Canada. And you can see here the air quality sensors throughout the Great Lakes, the east, even in the portions of the south, are at moderate and in many cases high. And you can see these orange, and you can see even New York City is actually in the red indicator. Then we look up here near Ottawa, and that's purple. And this purple that's up there, that may be our concern for tomorrow. For today, it's going to be bad nonetheless. So if you are a sensitive group, maybe you suffer from asthma, maybe you're immune compromised of some sort, maybe you have COPD, today is a day you do not want to go outside. You want to stay indoors. You want to have your air purifiers running today. I have one. I have it shut off for the moment so we can do this video, but I will have it on high, which will be the noisy level as soon as we finish this video here. Taking a look here, you can see these gray air quality alerts are up, but there's also a second issue for today, and this is in a couple areas. In the east, in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey, we do have red flag warnings up for today. There's also red flag warnings across portions of Michigan and also up here in Washington State. The one we're most concerned about today is right here in the east, and that is because it has been very dry in this area, and we have not seen rain in the Mid-Atlantic. We really need rain bad, and we just haven't seen any. Today the humidity is low. I'm looking at my weather station right now, saying that the humidity is, just 39% here. That's actually dropping a little bit. So with such low humidity, a breeze today, there's the wildfire risk. And if any wildfires do get going in this area, that's going to add to the already smoky atmosphere that is in place for today. And let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, shall we? This is not good. You can see there's an elevated here in the orange. They also have isolated dry thunderstorms. So in other words, there could be some dry thunder today. Yes, something that doesn't happen very often. Then in this red critical area, that's where you do not want to be burning anything whatsoever. You don't want to toss a cigarette butt out. None of that. Wildfire risk is very high in this area. There's also an elevated risk in Arizona and New Mexico for today as well. Now, getting back to the smoky portion, this is something I want to show you. Here's why it's so bad in the Northeast. You have this area of low pressure that is ongoing over Nova Scotia right now and Halifax. You can see the winds around it are coming down from the north. If you look really closely here, you see this thick layer in between, like a haze. That's the wildfire smoke being pulled down from Canada. You can see it here. There's actually another concern that will come into play either this evening or tomorrow, and I'll show that in a moment as well. First off, let's take a look at this smoke model here. We'll go back to the first frame, and you can see here on this model, here's for today. You can see the yellows and the oranges, and it does get into the southeastern states. Places like northern Georgia, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi. You'll have to be concerned with this as well. But watch what happens. This afternoon, it peaks in New York City on up in through to Connecticut. But remember that purple area I was showing you on the air quality map? That's where that extreme smokiness is. That is actually going to come down into western New York tomorrow and Pennsylvania and eventually shift southeast to the I-95 corridor. So that's something we're going to have to be concerned about. Look what happens here. Comes right over D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City. Boston, you're on the edge of this. You'll actually be outside of smoke. And look what builds up tomorrow evening. Yes, another round maybe for Thursday. But this is serious. There are going to be a lot of respiratory calls and dispatches in this area. Already, my city of Philadelphia just got the new numbers in. 815 ambulance calls yesterday. I'm willing to bet a lot of those calls were respiratory related. And look what happens as we head into Thursday. This model stops at Thursday. But you can see it's still overhead here on the I-95 corridor. But maybe some relief. But at the same time, Detroit, Cleveland, you'll want to be on alert Thursday. And look in the south. Some smokiness does make its way into the south. So you'll have some air quality issues as well. Now back to that drought issue real quickly. The wildfires. Yeah, you can see it's really dry in the Northeast. Continues to be dry in the plains. We're actually not too concerned about this now. There's going to be a good amount of shower and thunderstorm activity. But right here, where I'm pointing with my mouse, this is a big concern for today. So if there are any wildfires that get going, it's going to add to the smoky situation. And let's just take a look at one of the computer models I use, because there's another issue that comes into play. Look at this. We're looking at this evening. See these showers that fire up over New York? Maybe even thunder showers in northeast Pennsylvania? Like I said, it's dry there. It's not going to do much. But with the smoke in the atmosphere, you might get a little bit of acid rain that comes into this area today. So that is something to watch out for with these showers. Any showers that get going could provide acidy rain. And look, this flow out of the north, it continues. It will relax on Thursday. It's going to push a little bit further west. But watch what happens as I advance this towards the weekend. It may come back into play yet again. But let's get through the first 2 days, the next couple days. Again, if you're an asthma sufferer, I'm going to go back to this map. Anywhere in this orange, stay inside today. And unfortunately, some of these reds, that may come into play tomorrow in places like Western New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New York City, maybe Southwest Connecticut. So the next 2 days, stay indoors, limit your time outside. If you do have to go outside, you'll want to wear one of these. A 9.5 mask or better. If you have anything better than this, that would actually be good too, because it's going to be just a difficult time for the asthma and COPD and the immunocompromised people. Alrighty, we might have another update on this tomorrow if necessary. We'll see what happens. If you live in these areas, and even out here into the upper Midwest, because it's orange out there too. If you live in these areas, please stay safe. Limit your time outside today. We will have the pandemic update later on today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. And stay safe, everyone. Breathe easy.